So this is my 96, maybe it's a 97 4Runner. And I've taken the seat bottom out behind the driver and moved the seat up as far as it'll go up front. And let's move around to the back. There's a long run through there for somebody that's as tall as me. I'm 6'7", to stretch out. So stay tuned. All right, so it's the next day, and I've decided, because of my height, I'm going to put my bed down the middle so I can at least sit up. So I'll have some shelving, going up each side for some storage, some cabinets, not shelving, but cabinets with shelves, and got that piece of bar in there just for a straight edge to see, because my work area is not exactly level. Alright, sorry about the poor lighting, but we're working at night. So what I've done here is I've taken the nice shadow. Taken the seat belt, or the seat bolts, or the seat mount, and I've bolted this piece across. Now that's going to be my guide for all the other pieces that are going to come through. I'm going to run a piece like this, and I'm going to run them flat all the way up to the other piece. And of course they'll be supported, but in between those I'll put insulation, and then I'll put a piece of 1/4 inch ply down, and maybe some nice laminate flooring. So I've laid in a couple of strips, and now I'm going to go over here where this is sticking through the door here, and I ran a straight edge from that piece of trim to that piece of trim, and then I marked it, and then I realized, I'm probably going to have some sort of facing on that, so I backed it off another 1/4 inch. I'm going to cut it off and see where we wind up with the doors closed. Alright, I've cut that off, and I'm going to close the door here. I've rolled the window down so I can see, and here's the moment of truth. Oh, I got about 3/4 of an inch there. I think we're going to go with that. Gotta do the other side. Okay, so tonight I'm going to use my Sears hot melt glue gun with my antique hot glue gun. And I'm going to use some of these drywall furring strips to cut them in hot glue and make a pattern for the complex, shapes. We'll see how that goes. They might not be rigid enough, but as cheap as these things are, and I had tons left from another job, see if they work. Alright, so far this is what I've gotten done. I'm going to keep going. Just basically cut. Cut and glue. Alright, so I've got it all contoured out, and it's going to be more than one strip across here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this side off of one side of the plywood, and then I'll do this side off another part of the plywood, and then that will leave this area in the middle. I'll do as a third strip. Anyway, I'm going to pull this out. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart. Okay, came out pretty easily. I was really careful not to let it fold in half or flop around, and I've got it right up to the edge. And I think, sorry about the shadow, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with some spray paint, like straight down, and get a good line. See how that turns out. Doesn't turn out, I'll flip it over and grab another corner somewhere. Alright, here we go. Alright, you guys ready for the satisfying moment of the big reveal? Let's see what we get. Oh, shadow. Working at night. One light. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, moment of truth. It's cut out. You guys think I'll get it on the first try? Let's, you want to come with me? We'll see if... Turn my light around here. Actually, the lighting's not horrible, but let's get it going here. Oh my god, I bled all over the place. Just kidding. Alright, so... Oh, wait a second. I think I flipped it over. Hang on. Yeah, I need to turn it around. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, I'm caught up there in the corner. Okay. Huh. Let's go check the front. Damn. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, now I'm not going to screw this down even when I get the other side cut and the center cut. I'm not going to screw it down right away because I want to, well, I'm going to put where there's big gaps like right here. I'm going to cut some little feet to take up some of the flex. And I also want to run as much wiring under that subfloor as possible to keep the wiring as clean as possible. I think I have a buddy with some extra monster cable, and I've got some wire that I used on a sprinkler project. I think it's like 8 strand, and it'd be good for like LEDs or signal wire. I don't think you can pull more than 5 amps on that gauge though, but I'll run all sorts of wire into there, and hopefully, and maybe a conduit with a piece of nylon rope too, so maybe I can you know, pull wire through later if I forget something. Anyway, I think that's all I'll do tonight. We'll get back to it another night.